Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful little lovelies out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you most deliciously. That doesn't mean my delicious babies, okay? So what's your time, Mr. Wolf? So it is 10:48 a.m. in our old England, my delicious babies, in our old Brummyland, and there's a lot of clouds in the sky. It is trying to sunshine at the moment, so we've got a little bit. Okay, not enough for a song right now, and it has gone a lot cooler. Okay, my delicious babies, and that's the weather forecast in my neck of the woods, my delicious babies, in my Brummyland, England. Okay, in our old England. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, that life is treating you most deliciously. And no matter what the weather, we're still alive. We're still alive, my delicious little ones, yes? Okay. So I have one video for you today, my delicious babies. Now then, it seems that there's not a lot, shall we say, going on, at the moment. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. I think I'll have two sips. All. Patty. Vicky's. Giza. Gaza. Oh no, Giza. What else? Ben's. Yeah. You got the you always see this everywhere, don't you, my delicious babies, except for it looks slightly different. It's not your usual, that you would see. You know what I mean, my delicious babies, it is slightly different. Okay, my delicious babies, one more sip. Okay, my delicious babies, now then. Well, anyway, I want to tell you firstly, now, I was listening to our lovely UK column yesterday evening. Oh, you want to watch where they've done they brought up an archive, and this is all to do with it goes back years ago, to do with the bloody old censorship and all this bloody jazz. Okay, my delicious babies with it. I love looking at the archive, type of videos. You know what I mean? Anyway, and that's with many uploaders. I just, because it's just amazing, isn't it, where you see ones, through different years and, and I don't know, I suppose. I mean, we all change, don't we, my delicious babies, in some way. But what I mean is, it's just amazing, isn't it? From sort of where you start and then where you continue. I don't know. It's really hard for me to explain what I mean, my delicious babies. But I'm sure that you know that what I am getting across. Yes. Okay, my delicious babies, well worth a watch. Now, I was just listening to, oh gosh, our dear UK columns. I think what are they up to now? Is it 29.3 thousand? So it is going up. Bless them. And it's to do with Raina Fulmich. Now, I talked about dear Raina, okay, my delicious little babies years ago on my videos as well, okay. I was following a lot of this, okay, to do with dear Raina on BitChute, my delicious babies, which we cannot watch in our old England unless one happens to have a VPN, and even then they're trying to ban those. Okay, my delicious babies, and well, good luck with it. I always say that, whatever they do, once there we are, we'll find a way around it. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So it certainly will not improve matters to whom it may concern all their little lackeys, you know what I mean? Because, once became extremely, there we are, talented and clever, there we are, at what they do. Okay, so there's always a way. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, but poor Raina Filmich. You see, I personally do not listen. I'm not saying, if one's done their research into Raina Filmich and they seem to have a different view. No. I remember way back years ago on BitChute, my delicious babies, okay? He was taking this very seriously with the old Okay, Marzlichtig babies, okay, the jibby jabs. Now, what's happened is, bless him, he's done his 2 year, 9 month, I think it's so many days so far. And they're trying to get him to do out his, very sadly, his term, and, is it 4 year? Now, what it is, I mean, the way that I see it is, should anybody be locked up with wanting to get to the truth of things? Should anybody be locked up because they feel that the governments around the world are poisoning their populations and not telling the truth about what's really going on? Rainer Filmich was talking about as well, where he knew about the pharmaceuticals, and he himself on this video to dear Brian Gerrish on our lovely UK column, Mads Babies, not in that way, not in that way. They were having this conversation. It's just 42 minutes, just over 42 minutes long. That's not coding. Mads Babies, and where he was saying that, which we all know anyway, that they say about vaccines that they're supposed to take between 8 and 12 years. So he knew straight away, the same as we did, for those of us who know, that there's something very, very, very wrong. Well, for a start off, nobody should ever have to have any vaccines, full stop. Nobody should ever, ever have to go near one of those needles. Okay, Mads, well, anyway, this thing, it started like a little snowball, shall we say. That's not me being sarcastic, Mads, I'm just trying to put it in the, well, I'm not trying, I'm done saying it. And then it sort of rolled larger and larger. But all that Rainer was trying to do, and the ones who, because he was sitting on like this table with them, and I remember it because I was following it on BitChute. I was following the dear man. Do you know what I mean? And he was really trying to help. He was trying to help the world. Marzlichtig babies, but over time, what's happened is, and one said that, he owes this, right? What ones have got to remember? I'm not shouting at you, Marzlichtig babies, and thank you so very much for any views, for any likes, the occasional comments. Bless you all, how I love you so. But yeah, the point that I'm making, why is it that we live in a world, Marzlichtig babies, where if somebody's doing their utmost to do good, but nobody seemed to see this. What they look at is, or so much was raised, or, what has gone on here, right? There's so much raised, or taking this. No, they're missing the bloody damn point. The point is, your man there now, bless him, which of course he's found himself, incarcerated, Marzlichtig babies, right, was trying to flipping help it. There we are, trying to help the world. But then, like I say, over time, ones start digging deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You know the drill. He's not so innocent. He's not this. He's not that. He's not the. Well, this is the world we live in, Marzlichtig babies, just like. But anyway, can we please just keep dear Rainer Filmich in our thoughts, Marzlichtig babies, okay? Of course, ones draw their own conclusions, how they see or perceive a situation, do you know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at the good. There we are, that dear man, there we are, was doing it. You know what I mean? He was getting to the point, and even to do the 2.0 Nuremberg. Well, I mean, I remember Brand New Tube. I was advertising Brand New Tube years ago, Marzlichtig babies. I'm not even sure if it's still there anymore, bless. But the point is that, and then it showed where this lady and gentleman went. I forgot where they went now, but they went somewhere because I remember it. I was talking all about it, and this was to do with the Nuremberg. I mean, me personally, after looking at what I've been looking at and, just joining the dots, after looking at what I was looking at, this was there we are a long time back, you come to realise that even the first Nuremberg, that who really got held fully to account? This is very questionable, Marzlichtig babies. It's just, I've just looked into a few things. There we are, a few things. Do you see what I mean? Madlish babies, yes. And the only reason why I'm mentioning it now, which, like I said, this is not the first time I mentioned it over the years, is because of dear Rainer Fjolnich. Okay, so this is all to do with the Nuremberg 2.2. You know, to hold, there we are, those accountable for what they were doing nasty, putrid and wrong to the world. So now I will always stay on. I mean, I know others have different views, okay? Stick with their view, isn't it? But as far as I'm concerned, I was seeing this, there we are, from the flipping, there we are, get-go. And he really was, bless him. And he still is even now, okay? But he needs access to the internet and everything properly, okay? Because as you know, as I've just explained, you know, at the end of the day, Madlichtuk babies, you know, he's not being able to fully do what he wants to do. And plus what he's saying is that, you know, that they, maybe they're worried that when he gets out, you know, that he's going to be, you know, because really, at the end of the day, let me just get to the point. This is an injustice, Madlichtuk babies. It is a total injustice. Okay? How can they justify doing what they've done? For somebody, I've got nothing across my shoulder that's telling me no, because at the end of the day, they know deep down, there we are, that this is wrong. And when you look at it, really, I mean, this is, if you look at it, there we are, it is, well, it is everything what's taken place, Madlichtuk babies. It is criminal, isn't it? In my view, anyway. You know, because, and as we very well know, you know, we'll put it this, I mean, all I can really say is that, I mean, he is a solicitor, isn't he? So, a lawyer, you know, is what they would say in America. But at the end of the day, Madlichtuk babies, I feel that that's like he's already said on the video, which he has talking to dear Brian Gerrish from UK Column, Madlichtuk babies, that, you know, they're probably concerned that when he comes out, that, you know, what he's going to be, there we are, what he's going to be doing next. You know, but you cannot, in my view, lock somebody up and then they're trying to find other reasons, there we are, to lock him up. When really, Madlichtuk babies, we know it was really about, you know, he was, you know, looking into all of this. Do you know what I mean? Madlichtuk babies, yes, okay. And he was really, there we are, well and truly getting somewhere. There we are, he really, really was. But yes, if we can please keep her dear Rainer Fjolnich, you know, in our thoughts, Madlichtuk babies, not in that way, not in that way. I just do not believe somebody should be, anybody for that matter, be incarcerated for something that they haven't done, where one's founding or planting, there are other things. Do you see what I mean, Madlichtuk babies? Yes, okay, anyway. But I do feel sorry, you know, especially when ones are genuinely trying to help. There we are, do you know what I mean, okay? And very sadly, this is what he was receiving, very sadly. But if everybody keeps dear Rainer in their thoughts, then you send, there we are, all of that positive energy. And it's amazing what it does. Do you know what I mean? Just sending that positive energy and sending that love, you know, not in that way, not in that way. But do you know what I mean? Because it does get there. It does travel, you know. I'm a firm believer in it. I mean, I've done a long distance healing, Madlichtuk babies, you know what I mean? So I could be here and somebody else could be even, you know, in another country, Madlichtuk babies, you know what I mean? But I've sent that healing. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? So anyway, the final thing I want to mention today, final video, Madlichtuk babies. This uploader is called Capital R on YouTube, Madlichtuk babies. Reckless space capital B Ben. So it's Reckless space Ben. Okay, Madlichtuk babies, that's the uploader. 2.03 million subscribers, Madlichtuk babies, and no. Once again, this never came up on my feed. This is something there we are that I have to fish for. Okay, it doesn't usually just come to myself, and the only time it does, oh, we have got a bit more sun. The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. Okay, so the only reason why a video will come up on my feed is if YouTube's maybe wanting me to, there we are, push something out. Okay, my delicious little babies, but 9 times out of 10 I do not even bother. Okay, I'm more interested in my fishing. Do you know what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, yes. So this is just over 20 minutes long, and the video should read, exposing the largest human trafficking ring in the world. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you. Exposing the largest human trafficking ring in the world. Okay, my delicious babies, I'm not talking to any of our little lovelies out there, little beautifuls who have already watched this video. I'm talking to our little lovely beautifuls out there who may not have seen this video. Well, I'm pretty sure that you would have heard of Ideal Living, because I know there we are that I have. Okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, talking about this, there's a little bit of a Red Cross in there. And yeah, and somebody, who's worked for the company, my delicious baby as well, has decided to speak. Okay, my delicious baby. So, a very interesting little video. I'm about nearly a third of the way through. I shall listen to the remainder of it, but I just wanted to point out, oh, there was another one as well. Oh, I forgot to write it down. Was it 1973? Was it Michigan? Where so many were poisoned. Oh, I'm going to need to write it down. I may even just, I might just put just another shorty video and just tell you that one. Okay, my delicious babies, just so you can take a look at that one as well. Should anybody happen to have any form of an interest, please, and thank you, my delicious babies, yes. But yeah, well worth, a watch of the video that I've just mentioned. And of course, our dear, lovely UK column, with, the videos that I've mentioned as well. My delicious babies, you know what I mean? Because, every little helps, doesn't it, my delicious babies? That's a Tesco advert, used to be. Ding, ding. Every little helps, my delicious babies, you know what I mean? And of course, the more and more that everything, it just comes together, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, like I said before, the more noddles make lighter work. Okay, my delicious babies. So, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families, may you all be fully protected, and how I love you so. You're super duper wonderful, super duper delicious, and I love you, my little honey bunnies. Okay, yeah, just some more information. Okay, I'll just quickly find that one now. I write it down, and then I'll do another quick shorty video. Okay, just very quickly, so I've already sent me love to you all. Okay. And what I'll do is I will write this down quickly now when I finish my video to you, my little beautifuls, and then I'll just tell you what that other one is, the one in Michigan. Okay, my delicious babies, so please take care of yourselves now then, and please try to take care of others, because we are in bonkers, crackers and crazy well. Do you remember that song? Something just came into my noddle. Save all your kisses for me. Do 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 do, bye bye baby, bye bye. Do 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 do. Don't cry, honey, don't cry. You know that song? Save all your kisses for me. What year was that song? It just came into my noddle. Okay, I was just looking in the camera. Okay, my delicious baby. So you just take care now. Love you. I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Take care. Thank you for listening once again. Goodbye.